What would it feel like to live a life where price tags are just numbers, and indulgence isn't a guilty pleasure? It's your everyday reality. For most of us, buying a yacht or a Renaissance painting is a distant dream. For Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, it's just another Tuesday. This is not a man who shops. He curates a life of unimaginable splendor. When the rest of the world debates between paying rent or saving for a vacation, Mohammed bin Salman is choosing which $500 million super yacht to cruise on this week, or which golden palace to rest in tonight. Welcome to a reality where opulence is a birthright and the world is your showroom. Back in 2014, Mohammed bin Salman decided the land was simply too limiting. He wanted a palace, but one that could move. Enter Pegasus, a majestic super yacht that looks like it floated out of a billionaire's daydream. This wasn't just a vessel, it was a mobile empire wrapped in gold and glittering with excess. Every corner of Pegasus whispered extravagance. Imagine stepping onto thick, cloud-like carpets so plush they swallow your shoes. Gaze up, and you'll see chandeliers that rival constellations in brilliance. Dining rooms sparkle with polished crystal, and spa rooms are infused with oils touched by 24-karat gold. Even the gym feels like it's designed for Olympians from another galaxy. The price tag? $200 million. For the Crown Prince, that's less a purchase and more a gentle shrug. But Pegasus wasn't enough. The very next year, he added another jewel to his maritime crown, Serene, a 439-foot masterpiece that once belonged to Russian vodka magnate Yuri Shefler. Serene didn't just one-up Pegasus, it practically rewrote the rulebook on floating luxury. We're talking an onboard helipad, a full-scale submarine, a cinema with a screen visible from the other end of the yacht, and a spa that practically turns back time. With a reported price of $550 million, Serene was a quiet flex on the world. For bin Salman, it wasn't a statement, it was just another asset in his growing portfolio of decadence. And both yachts? Sent for premium overhauls in the Netherlands in 2016, because why not make perfection even shinier? Now, imagine walking through your yacht and seeing not just designer art, but one of the world's rarest masterpieces casually hanging on your wall. In 2017, bin Salman made headlines for acquiring Solvitor Mundi, a painting attributed to none other than Leonardo da Vinci. The cost? A staggering $450 million. The painting, depicting Christ as the savior of the world, had become a holy grail for elite collectors. Bidding wars erupted behind velvet curtains, with anonymous players vying for ownership. But it was later revealed that bin Salman was the man behind the curtain, using a well-connected Russian billionaire as his proxy. Rumors now swirl that the painting lives aboard one of his yachts, floating, quite literally, with Jesus watching over calm seas. If you thought yachts and paintings were the peak of luxury, wait until you hear about his French fantasy castle. Just outside Paris sits the Chateau Louis XIV, an estate so lavish it makes Versailles look understated. Mohammed bin Salman bought it in 2015 for around $320 million, making it one of the most expensive private residences on Earth. Built to mirror 17th century grandeur but infused with 21st century wizardry, this 50,000 square foot estate is a surreal fusion of old world magnificence and new age sophistication. It has not one, but two opulent ballrooms. There's a private theater, a massive wine cellar capable of holding 3,000 bottles, and gold leaf decor on everything from door handles to dining chairs. The swimming pool has a ceiling that literally rains water down like a soft indoor storm. But the showstopper? An underwater meditation room submerged beneath the moat, where koi fish glide past glass walls in tranquil silence. This estate isn't just a home, it's a monument to limitless imagination. Chateau Louis XIV is only a jewel in bin Salman's real estate crown. Across Saudi Arabia, he commands a collection of palaces that redefine the term royal living. The Al Yamama Palace, for instance, is a wonderland of Italian marble, colossal domes, and gold inlay everywhere you turn. Every chair looks like it was sculpted for emperors, and every room echoes with silent grandeur. Then there's the Eurasia Palace, another marvel filled with curated art, silk wallpaper, and furnishings so luxurious even the tissue boxes are gold-plated. These palaces don't just house royalty, They are temples of taste, power, and impossible wealth. But the prince's domain doesn't stop at the borders of Saudi Arabia. High above Manhattan, at 432 Park Avenue, one of the tallest residential skyscrapers on the planet, bin Salman owns a penthouse that gives him a bird's-eye view of the financial capital of the world. Every corner of this apartment screams influence. This isn't real estate, it's strategic visibility. On land, his indulgence transforms into horsepower. Prince Mohammed bin Salman's garage looks more like a luxury auto show. The Bugatti Chiron leads the pack, a hypercar capable of breaking the sound barrier at 261 miles per hour and valued at $3 million. That's just the appetizer. Lamborghini Aventadors, McLaren P1s, and Rolls-Royce Phantoms round out the collection, each car chosen not just for speed or looks, but for how they reflect a different part of his persona. From aggressive performance to timeless grace, every vehicle is a mirror of his multifaceted identity. And when roads bore him, he takes to the skies, aboard not one, but 2 flying palaces. His customized Airbus A380, estimated at $450 million, includes a Turkish bath, a private concert hall, and, wait for it, a garage for his cars. Why leave the Bugatti behind? There's also a Boeing 747 transformed into a royal lounge in the clouds. It's luxury at 40,000 feet, designed to make even the most exclusive first-class cabins feel like coach. When most billionaires make a purchase, it's for comfort, prestige, or legacy. But when Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman acquires something, be it a yacht, a castle, or a football club, it's part of a much grander narrative. Every diamond-studded asset, every billion-dollar deal, every gold-plated indulgence plays into one thing: vision. Because this isn't just a story about wealth. This is a story about power in its purest, most unapologetic form. In 2021, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman shocked the sports world with a move that reverberated from Newcastle to Riyadh. Through the Public Investment Fund, PIF, a sovereign wealth fund he chairs, he purchased Newcastle United Football Club for an estimated $400 million. What followed was no less than a royal resurrection. The struggling Premier League club, long overshadowed by European giants, suddenly found itself injected with bottomless ambition and infinite resources. New players, new management, new vision. Overnight, Newcastle transformed from underdog to powerhouse, not just in football, but in branding, merchandise, and global reach. But why buy a football club? Because in today's world, sport is soft power. Football isn't just a game. It's tribal, emotional, global. And by turning Newcastle into a symbol of Saudi strength, bin Salman put his Vision 2030, on the scoreboard of the world. This wasn't a trophy acquisition. It was a cultural offensive. A kingdom's heartbeat echoed through 50,000 fans at St. James' Park, each goal celebrated like a royal decree. Most of us gift birthday cards or dinner reservations. Mohammed bin Salman gifts palaces. In 2015, he reportedly gave his cousin, a fellow Saudi royal, a luxury mansion in Paris worth tens of millions. That's not generosity. That's legacy building. In royal circles, gifts aren't just thoughtful, they're power chess. Take his dealings with high-ranking officials, foreign allies, or celebrities. If you're in his orbit, expect rare watches worth hundreds of thousands, customized vehicles, and diamonds the size of small eggs. These aren't bribes, they're messages. You are now inside the kingdom. Even within his own inner circle, bin Salman is known to lavish ministers and aides with villas, Rolexes, or even private planes. In a realm where loyalty matters more than laws, extravagance becomes currency. But the most ambitious chapter in his luxury lifestyle? It's not a painting or a palace. It's a city, one that hasn't fully been built yet, but already has the world talking. A $500 billion sci-fi dream that stretches across desert and sea, designed to be the Silicon Valley of the Middle East, but bigger, bolder, and infinitely more dazzling. Picture this: a 105-mile-long city called The Line, where there are no cars, no streets, no pollution, just mirrored skyscrapers stretching through the desert like a blade. Artificial intelligence will run everything. Drones will deliver food. Residents will live in vertical communities with every need met within a 5-minute walk. And who's at the center of this bold reinvention of civilization? Mohammed bin Salman. NEOM isn't just architecture, it's ideology. It's what happens when the world's most powerful prince decides he doesn't want to live in the future, he wants to build it. The city will have its own legal system, its own tax structure, and even its own laws on alcohol, women's rights, and digital currency, all tailor-made to draw in global elites, billionaires, and innovators. In a world exhausted by old systems, NEOM is the ultimate seduction, a utopia forged by monarchy. Now, here's the twist. For all the yachts, palaces, and power moves, Mohammed bin Salman remains a mystery wrapped in velvet. He rarely speaks to the media. He isn't seen clubbing in Dubai or lounging in Monte Carlo. His style is restrained. Traditional Saudi robes. A slight smile. Rare interviews. No viral quotes. And yet, he's everywhere. Every oil summit. Every G20 photo. Every tech merger. He's the quiet storm behind some of the world's loudest headlines. And that's by design. Because luxury isn't always about being seen, it's about being known. Known to control oil prices with a single phone call. Known to shift stock markets with a nod. Known to sign off on a $500 million yacht on a whim, without needing to explain why. But here's the unspoken truth. Behind every gold-plated hallway and crystal chandelier lies an empire in motion, one being redefined from the ground up. Mohammed bin Salman isn't just a prince living lavishly. He's an architect of transformation, a disruptor dressed in royal garments. His wealth isn't just wealth, it's a tool. It funds modernization, globalization, and domination. Every extravagant purchase, every flashy deal, every jaw-dropping investment, it all fuels a single, ruthless ambition: to make Saudi Arabia unignorable. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman lives in a world few can imagine and even fewer will ever touch. His life is painted in oil, stitched with silk, and signed in diamonds. But behind the glimmering surface lies a visionary and a tactician. This isn't just about gold-plated jets and Renaissance art. It's about a man who's using luxury as language.